Now in Intro to Programming with C++, I want to talk a little bit about the scope of variables. The scope refers to the part of the program in which you may use a variable, in which the variable is accessible to the programmer. Scope is something that we'll come back to from time to time as we add more features to our programming skills. Right now we have our ifs and elses and switch statements. So we got some of the decision making parts in here. Here's a random program I happened to find on the computer. So this one, we has one variable. The variable is age. It has the user enter their age, and then it prints out some comments depending on what the age is. So let's just try running this. Good, that was my first attempt at compiling. Let's see, my age happens to be 38. Hey, look, that was very kind of this program. That it all worked. I was able to use the age after I've declared it. One thing you need to know about scope, and you've probably come across this already if you're at this point in programming, is that you have to declare a variable before you can use it. If I ask the user to enter an age, and then I go over here and then and declare age, I should run into issues. Failure. Up here, age, undeclared identifier. I need to declare a variable before I can use it. That's part of our scope issues. But if we just declare a variable within a block of code, there's something else you need to know. You can only use that variable within that block of code. So if I declare another variable up here, int height, and then I come down below, I realize, oh yeah, I should have them enter their height. I'm not going to worry about the text because I know I'm getting a failure here. Undeclared identifier. This variable height is only usable within this block of code. I would be okay. My program wouldn't make much sense yet, but I'd be okay putting that CN height in this position. So that's something to be aware of. Another thing that's very strange about scope of variables, and I do not recommend this, you can actually have multiple variables with the same name, just declared in different parts of code. If I declare a variable called age here, it's actually a completely separate variable from the one called age above it. It holds a different place in memory, and it's thought of differently by the compiler. It's very confusing, though, to the programmer, so I would not do that. If I needed something similar, you could even do age 2. But something to watch out for. It's available. You have the flexibility to do it. Doesn't mean it's a good idea.